From the beginning, we were wrong, and only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and immutable Fae folk. But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen. Terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
What do you think this one is then? Alpha? Garan? Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Garan?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other. Looks like one of the Dock-Off-File women. Held up pretty good, too. All right, then. Make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name her, I think we're done. Put her with the others.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
They're all over. Run!
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
Stay away!
Help! Anybody!
You! Up there, please help me!
No
Please!
Dust more, mortal scum? No matter. You'll all die.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, Wait. I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead. It worked. By the tome, it worked. You're alive. No, clearly not anymore. But you were. The Well of Souls remade your body. We thought you were another failure. But the well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you. Professor Formorus Hughes, the Well of Souls is his life's work. The Tuatha are coming into the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going! He'll be in his study on the ground floor of the tower. At least, I hope he's there. And safe. Oh, my. You don't know? Perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Deon, the enemy of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland. Not even during the invasion. I don't know why they're here. I wish I could tell you more. You showed no signs of life when we removed your new body from the well's waters. We just put it in the furnace room with the others. We would have never done that if we knew. The Well of Souls is just ahead. You'll see. And it works. It restored you to life. There will be plenty of time to explain later. We've got to get going. Let me get this door. Right this way. You go first. This is what they're after. Our greatest invention, The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to war. An end to death. In one of the storerooms. See if you can find anything useful. Wait! Do you hear something? More to Arthur! Need more than just that sword. That one had a bow. Get it? Oh, that longbow's bound to be useful. Move! Move! Archers up ahead. Best shoot them before they see us. It's open. Go, go! Daggers are deadly if you catch an enemy unaware. Their speed more than makes up for their size. More up ahead. If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly. Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems. Incredible. What are you? It completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path through. Not more spiders. Burn them. Burn them! That's what I intend to find out. She came out of the well.
What? She better get inside to see the old man. Want to make another push.
Plate armor. Nothing protects quite like layers of impervious. Leather armor is thin, but we'll give you... This is where we part ways. Take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get to choose. We can hold off the Tuatha here. I suppose these might be able to help. If the Tuatha realize what you are, you'll need them. He's directly ahead, in his study. Just keep going past the top of the well. He needs to see you. Right now, you're the most valuable thing in his world. I'll see you on the outside, if fate wills it. Go on. There isn't time to waste. I'll see you on the outside. If simple cloth frees your body and mind, that's why.
You come out of the well and the Tuatha show. Go see Hughes. We haven't got much time.
You've made it, and look at you. Even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me. You must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well of Souls, the pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time, there's so much we might learn from one another. Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe. We're in the Feylands, miles away from the front lines. I thought we were safe enough from the war, but it seems some of the Tuatha found their way here anyway. Of course you do. Please, though, we must hurry. The Fae are complicated. I could write 10 volumes on the effects of immortality on their pseudo-feudal court system alone. The Tuatha are a radical splinter of the Fae. Insane, bloodthirsty, and immortal. Even when they die, their essence returns home to be reborn later. They hate mortals like you and me, and want us wiped off the face of Amalur. I can only imagine how much they hate the idea of mortals being reborn. I am Fomerus Hughes, Scholar of Vivification Prime Circle. We're standing above my life's work, the Well of Souls. And there's so much to learn about you, though. I imagine it's all a bit muddled. A side effect of the prismere? Shape of the basin? No. If only we had more time. You don't know. They're called the Tuatha. They were once Fey folk of the Winter Court, but they've been twisted by their Lord Gadflow. But how could they have found us out here? We're miles away from the front lines. The war has never touched Dalantarth. And why attack the well? I wish I could tell you more, but your death is a mystery to me as well. It seems that your memory died with your body. You see, the well is designed to capture the soul of someone recently deceased, recreating their physical form within its waters. Simple, really. Your rebirth is the first we might truly call a success. There have been others, but the results weren't quite right. It's been my life's work. Decades of research with a singular goal, ending death itself. And now, you're the only proof that it's a success. But why did it work on you and no one else? What makes you different from the others? There are so many questions to ask, and if we're to get any answers, we've got to get you someplace safe. Good. We can't waste time. Absolutely not. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're... Wait, where are you going? Fascinating. Simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have reached the lab! They're inside the lab!
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
this tower apart!
Thank Matharu, another survivor. Are there any more? I suppose that's a little bit of kindness from fate. May those still trapped inside rest peacefully. This was supposed to be a nice isolated grove. So much for that. Who knows why the Tuatha hate mortals? Who knows why the Fae do half the things they do? For Morris Hughes was one of the greatest minds of our generation. The Well of Souls was a dream that was almost too good to come true. The well was a beautiful dream, an end to death, a cure to tragedy. It would have made war pointless. It could have saved the world. We should have known it was too good to exist. Now our friends have paid the price. Stay safe. We'll be moving soon.
I told them we needed more guard. I saw you fighting there. We could have used more of you. Did they really have a troll? I don't know how the Tuatha found us, but if they had a troll, it couldn't have been an accident. Fate was kind to collapse that doorway behind you, or they would have chased us into the glade. We started building here when they found Prismere in the mines nearby. Never thought we'd see Tuatha this far out west, though. I never did trust Fae to begin with. Well, those Tuatha are the worst sort. They waged some sort of holy war against humans and Alpha for years now. But the front's all the way out east. What are they doing out here? How did they know about this place? They're technically a type of wild Fae. Related to the Fae of the Summer and Winter Courts, actually. Dangerous enough in the wild. The Tuatha also use them in their army. Hughes ran off, you say? I wouldn't worry too much. The old man's tougher than he looks, and he's always got a plan. Fate weavers? Ah, charlatans. Hughes swears by them, but I'll be damned if I trust my future to some cards. The well was incredible, but it took armloads of Prismere crystals to keep the thing active. That's why we built it so close to the Stone Candle mines. They even put in a few tunnels to deliver the crystals directly into the well. I told them it wasn't safe. Looks like I was right. Again. Good luck out there.
Are we really another survivor? But I've never seen you in the tower. Were you one of the Professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you? That sounds like him. Professor Hughes was very thoughtful. I mean, he is very thoughtful. I'm sure he found a way to get out. He must have! Brilliant idea, the Well of Souls. Plucks dead people out of the ether, rebuilds their body, and brings them back to life. At least that's what it was supposed to do. Guess we'll never know if it worked now. Oh, you mean Agarth? He visits Hughes every once in a while. I never could figure out why they got along. He's friendly enough, if a bit odd. You should be able to find him in Gorhart, just down the road, past the ruins. You can't miss it. We all knew Fomerus was a genius, but I'll admit, even I had my doubts about him being able to bring the dead back to life. Guess the Tuatha weren't very pleased that it worked. I just don't understand the Tuatha. I mean, most Fae aren't violent. The wild ones can be, but no more than any forest animal. But the Tuatha are some sort of cult among the Winter Fae. Before they invaded Erythel, no one could have imagined the Fae ever marching to war. Alistar is remote enough that we don't get a lot of visitors, and with our research, fewer visitors means fewer questions. We should be safe here. At least a little longer.
remember you. You're the one? How did you come back? How did you find me here? No, I had no idea anything like that would happen. The Well of Souls is bigger than one gnome's pet project. My employer pays for information about its progress. I just send the reports to make some money on the side. I never wanted anyone to get hurt. I don't have... Okay, here. It's all I've got, plus what I got paid for the information. I don't want any part of this. I'm going home to Odessa. Good riddance to Hughes and his damn well.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old fate weaver, eh? Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but Hughes's success would come on the day of his death. He took it pretty well, honestly, although we did a lot of drinking after that. I suppose I could spare a little help in memory of Hughes, or in celebration of his success. Whichever. You really don't know much, do you? A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently. You're the one. Then that means... it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
Another mortal for the fire.
What? How? What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that.
You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that? You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible? Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death. That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes. You're nervous. Relax. This is what Fate Weavers do. I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much... I am. But still, I've never seen someone whose fate was just missing. Not even when I was drunk as the king of ballads. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine. I can see the threads around you, but they're shifting, changing so rapidly, I can't make sense of them. Normally the threads would guide my hand to the cards, and I'd use those cards to see your pattern in the weave. But it just didn't happen. They wouldn't focus. So either there's something wrong with me, and there isn't, or there's something very wrong with you. It could mean nothing. Or it could mean everything. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that. Or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings. But we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower. We are all threads in the tapestry of fate. Measured, woven, and cut according to a great plan. Fate Weavers undertake the task of reading those threads. Our title always was a bitter lie, since we have no control over how that tapestry is woven. But you do. And when a Fate Weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the shapes of what you may choose to become. That's just it. I don't know if you've got one, but that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Yulven. I'll meet you there. What could this all mean? Still here, huh? Can't quite decide if you want to hear what the cards say, can you? The Fate Weavers were once a great, unified order of sages from all the mortal races. We foretold the destinies of kings and gods. But that power takes a toll. Now the old traditions are all but lost. And all I foretell is the fate of my... Once I was Agarth the Unyielding,
the Blade of Avgrum. But that wasn't enough for me. I joined the Fate. You can find Arden's little cottage in the middle of Joven. He's a damned good Fate Weaver. But that doesn't make you very popular. The Tuatha aren't like any Fae I've ever known. Why, they're practically human. Hughes was always an odd one. Curious and determined, but he always knew what was important. He didn't worry about dying as... What could this all mean?
Shoot! Be gone!
Of all the songs in halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olain's many feats of might, the pure and lady of the light. She is a knight of golden knot. She is the cure seeker, the conscience of the summer fae. She is the heart of spring, of day.
Everyone just stand back. The warden can't work when you're crowding so close. Go back to your business. Go on.
Aye.
Don't visit the old Arathi ruin after dusk. It's guarded by the spirits of the war dead.
Nothing to see back here. Just a man working for his pay. We ain't... I'd rather not talk about it. My past is a murky place. Suits my needs just fine. It's remote, away from the shadow. If there was ever a reason to believe that Fae and mortals can... The Alfar fight without any true knowledge of the enemy they face. Skullhearts is an Almain settlement, so you won't find too many Alfar here. They tend to stay close to Rathea, their city. The peace between mortals and the Fae is a passing one. Those fools in that mission on the hill are wasting their days. Creatures of such power do not worship gods. Their goal is to convince the Fae of their folly. But one cannot reason with... You should speak with them if you haven't already. They are a sorry lot, and their numbers dwindle. Men forsake...
Keep moving. This business doesn't concern you. Unless you're an expert scholar on the Fae, Are you playing a trick on me? We're going on 10 years of the mortals, and normally I'd decry the bloodshed. But this is a conflict that I'd never seen one of them until a day or so ago. It appears... Believe the stories, friend. The Tuatha were mad. They have been touched by it. What are they? I'm not sure, but they've been here for longer than any of us. Humans and immortals cannot live together in peace. At least not... You might call it a Fae nation. One of two united factions that rule their kind. The Summer Court are not exactly... It's the other Fae, the Winter Court, that has spawned the dreaded Tuatha. A vicious clan of killers who... Bandits, but no ordinary bandits. Surely you've heard of Red... Or perhaps those are just rumors. You should be fine if you stay inside the village. I don't know if you noticed, but St. Odwig's mission closed its gate moments before that Fae's body turned up on the road. I don't like what that The brothers of St. Odwig's are an odd sort, scurrying back and forth across the mission like squirrels gathering nuts.
I don't care what you race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savage like this. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death. The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this. It appears she was attacked with some manner of short blade, likely a dagger, although there's no way I can be sure. I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds. Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary. I'm going to suggest something a bit... untraditional. There's a Fae... Seek her wisdom. I would do it, but... I'm a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps she spends her days in the precipice overlooking the village. She doesn't think we're aware of her presence, but we most certainly are. Hope you stay in town.
Mitharu believes in justice, in equality, in order. What order is there when few choose to subjugate the many? Help me to expose the mission for what it truly is.
Welcome to St. Odwig's perpetual mission. I would invite you in, but the order has been too although one never knows what might be a test of faith. You have arrived just when I am in need of aid. So perhaps Mitharu... We at St. Odwig's have worked for years to establish a presence on this hill. It's not been without... The call of the Feylands does not fall upon deaf ears. And 2 nights ago, Egan ventured past the walls to collect firewood and never returned. We must find him before anything. Mitharu be praised. His order reigns supreme. Brother Egan was last seen northeast of here, just off the road near the... Please find him. Perhaps then we can welcome you into the fold with... Egan was last seen in the woods outside the walls, just north of the village. Bless you, child.
Cast down the brothers of St. Odwig's. Only when they fall to earth will they realize they are not above us. Help me to expose the mission for what it truly is. A prison of ideas in which they hope to keep us locked away forever. But I tell you, your mind must not be caged.
Adwald has more than his fair share of challenges. What with the Red Legion?
Need something?
Did you hear? One of the monks ran. Tell Gisela if you see her husband.
Come in. Rest your boots by the fire, and drown your worries in a flagon of our finest. I am Arnik Arduna, and this is the famous Gorhart Inn. The lifestyle of a soldier did not suit me. Unlike many of my brethren, I wish to celebrate with others, not established 70 years ago by the great Alden Gorhart. This inn was the first all-main structure. Dida serves the finest ales, and upstairs you'll find Katrin the healer. Here's some Don't you bother yourself with that. Gorhart is safe. Our greatest concern is passing. Don't worry about that, my friend. Don't let the concerns of our local warden trouble you. There is no Red Legion. And if there was, it certainly wouldn't be out. We can offer you a place to rest and refresh yourself. Interested? We're here to serve. Stick around.
Well, times are hard, but hard times can pay if you're willing to take risks. If you have the sword and stomach for this sort of work, we could use another strong arm. Some may try to colour it with fancy words, but we're warriors. You'll find those who have taken the oath are held in the highest respect all over Amalur. You could head straight to Shieldring Keep and pledge your sword. Might work, but to earn it, you must do something commendable. There are two brothers, scoundrels of the Bring me proof you've dealt with them. I'll pay in coin, and my Osgar hides somewhere in the woods north of here. Medgar was last seen. Bring me their Legion daggers, and I'll pay with coin, and a commendation to join the order. Right then.
What? It's reassuring to have the Wolfsworn so close. Shieldring Keep is just down the road.
Hello.
Pull up a stool, stranger. We don't have much, but what we have won't leave a hole in your pocket. Are you here about that Fey girl they found outside? Nice talking to you.
What's this?
Come on over.
Can't talk. Perk doesn't like locals.
Where is the order that Matharu has given us? I see no order in obstructing the truth. That is chaos! That is what the mission fears! Matharu does not dwell behind the mission's walls, no. She is in every rock and every tree, every bud and every storm. She is with all of us.
Sometimes this is too hard to believe. But you can accept the strangest fact that you were wrong. Yes, but that and this endless vacuity is horrible. The Ancient Ones were here. They delivered themselves into the world. The time-worn cycle turns with ages. The seasons drift along the stream. They wait for the past. The future brings the forming storm. This is no place for a home, for anyone.
I don't know if what the Fae say about these stones is true, but if it is, well, this is just too good to not save forever. Lystrom was out of town when Artol was visiting. Now, Lystrom doesn't know Artol, and Artol is older and strange. She could be mistaken for a Fate Weaver. So, when Lystrom came back to town, here was Artol the Oracular. I said to Lystrom, I hear her readings are amazing. You should go. My, you should have seen it. A rooster, she said, will change into a man, and this man will become your lover. He will provide for you, and he will make you laugh, and he will make your life exciting and easier. But, and this is something you can never forget, he must never eat chicken. And once in a while, you will need to peck at things on the ground, and every morning at the break of dawn, you'll hear a loud cry from him.
Yes? What could a mortal vagabond need with Casmaran the Eternal, messenger of... Speak! My time may be of the ages, but it is still precious. Wait, Father Dinwell sent you, didn't he? Old fool. His path to power was too plodding. They are named Finna and Arbos, and they have sworn to share their secrets with me and to gift me with true magic. In exchange, they want an ancient treasure buried in the caverns of Waterhall Down. I'll retrieve it, eventually, as soon as I, feel like it. Fine, if you want to be so noble, but don't expect any of the treasure. This is my key into a powerful new future. It is in the caves of Waterhall Down, a refuge for the wild fae. Mortal races have no lasting grasp on this world, and in time the fair ones shall... It is called the Selkie Veil, and it's said to possess the power to transform its wearer into any form he... I don't know much about the relic, only that it was supposedly crafted. Armon is a good name. Not as good as Casmaran, though. I'm new to the Feylands. Until I join the mission, I want to visit the gardens of Issa, to meet gnomes and elf... Legend tells of the great Fey city hidden beneath the canopy... Yes, I'm quite sure. Not a doubt in my mind. Bye then. If we're going to press on, then I'll ask you to stay close. I have no courage to speak of. Local legend says that the great Fey mage Armon the Clever, among them, the Selkie Veil.
It sounds rather silly. I need a mage name for when I become all-powerful, for when my magic... What about Abner the Visionary, or Malik the Nefarious, Lord Zaltana? Father Dimwell and the others are fools, and their silly mission will wither and crumble. Finnet and Arbos have glimpsed it with their ever-seeing... They believe I have the potential to succeed. You see, they can't obtain what they desire, so they need someone more powerful to do it. Then... Bye then. Casmaran fears nothing. Come. Arbos and Finna will be waiting. Come. Their camp is not far. Finna and Arbos made their camp in the old Fey ruins north of the village, near my camp. See you later.
What is this? Our little Egan has made a friend? I have a feeling this is going to be a problem. Obviously. Anyone who has ever glimpsed a Fae would know that. Unlike little Egan here, the Feylands are such fertile ground for games. The inhabitants are so... Are you going to give us what's rightfully ours, or do we need to start a new game? My brother and I are always ready to play. Cursed, is it? It does look like you are well acquainted with misfortune. Keep the veil, then. Make certain our paths do not cross again, or my brother will add his... Legend states that the wearer of the veil will be granted strange abilities, Fey abilities. So you could... Before the war, we plundered Rothir from within. We were so successful that the Warsworn had bounties on our heads. Sadly, all good things must come to an end. With the arrival of so many wartime outlaws, we were forced to... A charming boy, but simple. My brother and I do prefer them witless and eager. He would... You best get baby Egan back to his bassinet. His mother will be worried. Let's hope this...
I didn't know. How could I? Before I came to Gorehart, I'd never known anyone outside. You must think me a fool. And Father Dinwell... Come, let's return to the mission. See you later.
You best get baby Egan back to his bassinet. Farewell, meddler.
Must we return to the mission? I crave adventure, although all of those things are quite frightening. Perhaps it is for the best. This new world is far more dangerous than I expected, and I have... Goodbye now. Must we return to the mission? Although all of those things are quite frightening. Goodbye now.
Great Mitharu, Egan has... As for you, you have done as I asked, and we here at St. Odwig's are forever grateful. I have been with the mission since its founding. These boys are like my son. It is only by the grace of Mitharu. The first bricks were laid 50 years ago. Alas, we have yet to convert a single one.
Have you come to protest the mission as well? The news has spread to every village. It's on every... St. Odwig's cannot resist much longer. And once it relents, all... Father Dinwell is denying that women can be ordained as members. I know that they've got the proof in their reliquary, an ancient ordination tome. But they've... All are welcome into Mitharu's embrace. Ha! The hypocrite. Don't commit any crimes on my account. Of course, if Mitharu compels you to see... The Brothers of St. Odwig's perpetual mission keep the valuable tome in their reliquary, but no one outside the Order is allowed a glimpse. You don't know. It is less a mission than a fortress of deception. Father Dinwell will try to defend his cause, but he is simply a soldier.
on over. Yeah, what can I get you? Don't be a stranger.